Hello, this is Angela here from Soul Tarot. Welcome to your weekly energy reading for the 18th to the 24th of May 2020. So what I normally do is release a video and a Facebook post on Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook, and you can like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube if it's a thumbs up for you and it resonates for you. So I'd love your feedback. Every week I take a bit of a pulse about what's going on ahead energetically, astrologically, and according to what you have chosen in your cards on Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook. So 1, 2 or 3 this week. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. I really love the imagery on these cards. They're so beautiful and comforting. There's something really feminine about them as well, and they always seem to be relevant when I select them, because whenever I draw cards for you guys, it's also reading for me. So that's what's so exciting about it every week. So what I'm going to do is just tell you a little bit about what's happening, just for the week ahead. I feel for a lot of us we've got some inner child work to do. So the cards represent that kind of healing going on this week, like a breakdown of that, a recognition of that, and also a need to nurture that. So it's feeling like a very kind of bit dramatic, kind of change-wise. There'll be some real shifts, then a need to kind of take care of yourself. So it's all related, I believe, to inner child stuff. And I've been really feeling that myself. There's certain triggers at work. So card 1, I'm going to do the astrological update after, so for people who just want to hang around for the cards. So the Star Mother is our first card here, and this is about you needing to make sure you're mothering yourself. So again, this is inner child, but you need to be mothered and smothered and soothed right now. So allow Star Mother to help you with your burdens, because when we operate from a perspective of fear and worry and separation, then we're not able to fully function, and we really then stay in a place of uncertainty. I know there is a lot of things going on still with our isolation. Things are starting to shift here in Australia. If you're overseas, I hope you're doing well. I hope that things are starting to ease for you restrictions wise as well. But this Star Mother, just give her everything that you are feeling burdened by at the moment. So, this could be feeling like there's a lack of support, there's a loss of security, a connection to a loved one might be compromised. So at the moment, you come first, and you can allow yourself to heal and put your own emotions in the front seat, basically, and be compassionate with yourself too, because there's a lot of healing energy with this. Because like I said with the inner child work, we're constantly doing it, but it can come as a surprise because it's so deep. And you really do need to take the time out and reach out for support if you need it. I've been doing the same thing, reaching out to people. I need help right now. I'm really struggling. So, this beautiful image of the Star Mother, just allow her to take the weight and forgive yourself, because it's okay to be vulnerable. Okay, the next card is the Crumbling. Now this is a little bit like the Tower card in the traditional tarot, and this is showing a shift happening for you. So anything that isn't real in your life and isn't true to yourself is going to crumble. It's not going to survive. This could be relationships, it could be jobs, structures. Anything that's built on shaking ground will start to crumble away. And this is happening to bring you back and align you to you, basically. So if you're in the thick of a conflict, whether it's an interpersonal relationship or a job situation, it could be like the universe is attacking you, like you've been here before. So these times can define you, but you will be reborn out of this. So even though the tower is crumbling, you can see the garden, the beautiful garden. You can see the light. So there's all those fire, all that lightning around the tower, the top of the tower, but you've still got the garden there on the other side. So, just know that the sooner that you let go, the sooner that you can be rebirthed. So just loosen the grip on whatever needs to fall away, because you'll be able to rebuild again on much more solid ground. Because, it's just that cycle of life and death. And so you can view this as kind of like an ending card. Okay. All right. So card number 3, deep replenishment. This is a beautiful card. Really love this one. So this is about taking the time to rest and retreat. And that healing again that I was talking about before, sometimes we look outside of ourselves to get that replenishment. So, we could look at relationships for us to support us. We could look at, going to rely and depend on others. But really, what we need to do is actually replenish ourselves in solitude. And there's no point in running on empties. You can't give when you aren't able to give to yourself. That whole principle. You're very feminine, and this is a time that, you are going to bring that out more by getting in touch with, whether it's walking along the beach, whether it's feeling, more, drinking more water. It could be just going gardening, snuggling on the couch with Netflix, sipping your favourite tea, going on a bike ride, doing some yoga, anything at the moment that you can do because of isolation. There's a lot still that we can do to make ourselves feel good. So, as soon as you start doing that, it's going to refuel you. And you've got to allow yourself that time though. So it's not, I'll do that later. It's asking you to do it now. So you can then give to and do your responsibilities, to do what you need and love to do. So this is just a time to make sure that you're soothing yourself and looking after yourself. So do something that deeply replenishes you this week. That is the message here. Now the last thing that I wanted to talk about is we've got a Jupiter retrograde that started yesterday. So what it's saying here is there's going to be a fair bit of philosophical and spiritual introspection going on. So, there's, when Jupiter goes backwards in the sky, that means anything that we haven't dealt with, we get to review, we get to revise, we get to, look at again. And what is it? What area do you need to grow in? What's important right now to take stock of? So you could be being tested in different ways at the moment. It could be around greed, because Jupiter is, all about expansion, So the opposite of that is, greed, addiction, that can be part of it. So is there control issues? Anything that is kind of standing in your way, kind of trying to recognize it and admit the problem, it might be overspending on a certain part of your life. So just to have a look and see what is feeling like a little bit out of control, and come to terms with that. So besides that, the Jupiter retrograde has got some other nice supportive type things around it, but it's basically going to last us till September. So another sort of where are we? September, 4 months away. So it starts in Capricorn, ends in Capricorn. So, and that's why there's lessons, because it's ruled by Saturn. So have a look at that area, and I'd love to hear what you have got to say about anything on this video, whether it's about the energy coming up, it's the cards, about the astrology, and anything else that you'd like me to include. So thank you so much for subscribing and being involved in Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook, and love connecting with you every week. Have a fabulous week ahead. Bye for now.